Hey guys, this is Danny Boy. So this is the final mission. This is Earth. We're coming back. I'll be using James and Javik, the Saber assault rifle, and the Phalanx pistol. Though I will be switching my loadout when I can, eventually. I forget exactly when. This is actually kind of a two-parter mission, but I think I'll just be condensing it all just under Earth as the headline, as the title. And I believe at some point I will also show my updated build. I'll actually scroll through each ability, though I'll do it very quickly, so you'll have to actually pause if you want to see each individual ability. But I just wanted you guys to know exactly what my build was. Not that it was a super optimized build or anything, it was really just me experimenting with different things. So yes, Earth. Earth was very Reaper-y. There were many Reapers. It was pretty hard, but again, and I've said this in my other videos, my earlier videos, I really don't think it's the hardest planet in the game. I thought Tuchanka was probably the hardest planet in the game. At least it had some of the hardest fights, and some fights that really took me a while. This planet also, Earth did also have fights that took me a while, but I found Tuchanka more soul-crushing, or even Grissom Academy more soul-crushing than Earth. There were a couple of tough fights, though. For sure. Wasn't an easy planet, by any means. And as you can see, we're kind of just fighting up this hill, and we're working towards we're trying to take down that gigantic glowy thing, that beam. It's actually an AA gun, and whenever it fires, it makes it really hard to hit. But I didn't actually have that much trouble. I just kept firing and kind of ignored it, and it didn't really seem to matter 90% of the time, I would say. It wasn't a huge deal. But I would probably separate Earth into 4 major battles, so I'll have 4 videos, I think. 4 or 5, something like that. And 2 of the 4 were quite hard, and that would be one near the end of this first mission, because again, Earth is 2 missions, it's 2 parts. You get an opportunity to change your loadout and your party members halfway through. And then so the end of this mission, and then the end of the next mission. The final battle, I would say, is one of the hardest. Definitely tough. Probably one of the hardest in the game, but I still wouldn't say it is the hardest in the game. Which, I don't know if I find that disappointing or not. I'm not sure how I feel about the final battle. I'll also be including, I think, all of my deaths. I might skip a few, but for all intents and purposes, I'll be showing all of them, and there are quite a bit of them. I did die quite a bit. In fact, I would say I died a lot on this planet. I'm just trying to work my way up this hill, but they do have high ground. They have the advantage of this blinding light every so many seconds. Talking is hard, guys. I've been up for a long time. I'm really tired, but I want to churn out these last 4 videos for tonight and just get it done. And then it'll be done. Yay! I'm trying to just send out my drone kind of as a forward, as a vanguard. It also gives me an idea of where enemies actually are, if I can't see them around the cover. But all in all, this very first sequence wasn't that bad. I managed to get through it just fine. I don't think I die. Come close a few times, but nothing too bad. Also, you notice I do have a new helmet, and this helmet is 5% headshot damage and 10% weapon damage, and I found it on Cronus Station, I believe. The very end of the game.
This is Captain Johnson. Hammer's getting torn apart. We need those guns offline now.
And again, yes, I'm trying to take out an AA gun. And apparently I've got brutes. But I do not yet see the brutes. There are a lot of brutes in this mission. There are a lot of banshees in this mission. There are a lot of marauders, there are a lot of cannibals, there are a lot of husks, there are a lot of everything but ravagers. There are a few ravagers, but there aren't a ton of ravagers. So if you particularly hate ravagers, you're in luck. I particularly hate banshees myself, and I am not in luck. There are plenty of them, often in groups of 2, and they usually have fire support. Banshees aren't so bad when there's just one of them. When there's 2, it gets problematic, especially when you don't have a lot of columns to hide around. And when they have fire support, it gets really tough. And that's the perfect storm here on Earth. Let's try out Lift Grenade. Whee! That was close, and lucky that I was able to run without getting killed. It was a very well-placed grenade. Problem with Javik is he looks like a marauder. And here's our brutes, but Saber kills brutes really quickly. Just like, say, the Black Widow or the Widow or the Javelin would kill brutes really quickly. Though I'm not totally sure about the Javelin. The Javelin might actually be better against barriers and shields than armor. Not totally sure about that one. Don't know. Haven't really used it much, don't like it, as I mentioned in my previous videos that delay. Saber's awesome, though. Of all the marksman weapons in the game, I would say the Saber is my favorite for sure. It's just the Black Widow, only better. It does less damage, but it has way more ammo. And that's what I want. Headshot damage oftentimes is overkill, so a little bit less damage might not matter. Though, I do think it does matter in this instance. I think things that the Black Widow often will one-shot, on a headshot, the Saber will take 2 shots. But that's okay.
We still can't land.
It's all really just preference as far as your marksman weapon goes. So guys, I think that's all of them. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. This will be a 4-parter, maybe even a 5-parter. Have a good one.